The FIFA World Cup has officially begun, and we've already witnessed the first match, which ended 2-0 in favor of Mexico. Although there were many talking points from the game, one of the most beautiful moments happened just before kickoff. Mexican fans threw their sombreros into the air throughout the Estadio Azteca, creating a stunning visual spectacle as the hats rained down onto the seats below. But that wasn't the only memorable moment. Mexico's second goal was scored by Raúl Jiménez, and the story behind it is truly remarkable. Back in 2020, Jiménez suffered a life-threatening skull fracture during a match against Arsenal after a horrific collision with David Luiz. It was a devastating injury that put his career and even his life at risk. Yet he fought his way back, and in his fourth World Cup appearance, he scored his very first World Cup goal. What makes it even more incredible is how he scored it, with a header. The same player who once suffered a serious head injury came back and scored for his country with his head on football's biggest stage. It's a perfect example of what determination and willpower can achieve. However, that wasn't the only major talking point from the match. We also got a glimpse of how refereeing decisions may be handled throughout this World Cup. And let me tell you right now, we're probably going to see a lot of red cards in this tournament. In the very first match itself, South Africa received 2 red cards, while Mexico also had a player sent off. The tournament's opening goal didn't become as iconic as Siphiwe Tshabalala's famous strike for South Africa in Mexico in 2010. This time, the goal came after a defensive mistake, with the ball falling to Núñez, who took a shot that slipped through the goalkeeper's legs and into the net. Mexico showed a lot of attacking dominance down the left side throughout the match, but one particularly interesting tactical observation was that their center backs completed the most passes of any players on the field. This could indicate that many teams in this World Cup may prefer to build attacks from the back, making ball-playing defenders especially valuable. Of course, it's still too early to draw firm conclusions since this was only the first match of the tournament. As more games are played, I'll continue sharing insights about the tactical trends and developments we see throughout the World Cup. If you learned something new, be sure to follow me because I'll be bringing you all the latest World Cup updates.